Good morning and welcome from the Arashi Beach.
Good morning.
Today we are going to show you around at the Arashi Beach. My name is Ido. We're going to do a walk and your name is?
Marlene.
She is Marlene. And together we're going to walk here at the Arashi Beach, showing you parts of it, talking also more specifically about the turtles.
Yeah.
And something that
the
we've
nest.
experienced recently.
Yeah.
And
some
we want to
really
tell
cool
you about
things.
it. We're excited to tell you about it and also
Yes.
give you some information in case you are coming to this beach or coming to Aruba and planning to visit different beaches. And this one is definitely one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's start our walk. And as I said, we are going to talk about the turtles.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, you just found some kind of sea glass. Kind of. That's also a lot talked about recently.
Mm-hmm.
Getting back to the turtles part, we are in the turtle nesting season, also in the hatching season. So that's when we are recording this video, and we'll have some information for you as far as, so on Aruba we have four type of turtles that come here, sea turtles of course, and the main one is the leatherback, and the other one is the loggerhead, the green turtle, and also the hawk's bill. Those are the turtles that lay eggs and come to Aruba to lay their eggs, and we experienced part of that recently. The waters here, by the way, are looking great. It's around 10 a.m. as we are filming this, so it gives you an idea how busy it can get. And we are filming this also on a weekend, so more or less I do recommend a lot of people to come early to the beaches if you want to get the nicest colors, the least crowds, and just great weather right now. So the other night we experienced our first ever our first ever that the one of those large turtles was laying their eggs.
Yeah. Making
And
eggs.
yeah, that was super special, especially for you, but it was also my first time.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
We are looking for hours, nights, weeks, years, and and now finally we saw a huge turtle, a leatherback, on the beach of Arashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still excited about it because you can't imagine how big it is.
Yep.
It's, yeah.
I did tell you, and I have told you in the past, that I did see a turtle coming ashore many years ago.
Yeah.
And I just, from everything I remember, it was just really big. And I kept telling you how big it was. And I think the photos and videos would not do it justice for you to see how large they are. And now that you experienced that, you were just amazed. And yeah, that's one of those things, nature doing its thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk past also about 5 of those nests. And yeah, watch out with your shoes. Don't want to get them wet. And
It was really special.
definitely. Now those turtles, they come to lay eggs every 2 to 5 years, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they lay every time about 115 eggs a clutch. And the leatherback will lay eggs about 6 to 8 times a season. So
Mhm.
right now we are at around 21 nests for the island. And if you want to see how many there are, it's quite easy. You just go past the Eagle Beach. There's a sign from the Tortuga Aruba, which is the local foundation that takes care of all of these things, including the barricades that we are getting closer and closer to. And so from the 150 per nest, then we go to numbers that they estimate that only 1 out of 1,000 will reach to be, maturity. Many of them will either get, to be honest, get eaten, or they ran into trouble. And nowadays, certainly, plastic bags are certainly pollution. Then, in other words, is certainly a thing. And we want to tell you that when you are coming to the beaches of Aruba especially, but everywhere on the island really, try to keep your trash with you. So let's see someone fishing also here. So we want to really make a special point also to try to keep your trash with you, take it with you, especially the island is very windy, and being so windy, things will fly away, especially plastic bags, which are so harmful to these animals. I mean, I could just go around here briefly and notice this, for example. So we'll take this with us. Oh, it just fell down again. So yeah, and this is one of those nests. We've shown them in many other walks that we've had. So they get marked down, and I wouldn't know the exact stats, but I don't remember Arashi having so many nests in quite a while. So they'll put one of these with the information. And if you want to see the nesting, then usually that is at night, quite usually, and hatching usually is around 5 or so, but really all of them can happen at any time really, except maybe midday. But the hatching, I've heard of midday hatching as well, so that's quite crazy actually. And as we are walking, we'll tell you more and more information. Excuse me. So the hatching usually takes place from May to November, while the nesting is actually March through September. So we still have a few months that we can see some nest coming along. Last year it was, I think, over the 30, and this year 20 or 21 or so. This is another one of those. So once they hatch, the turtles will somehow know that they'll need to go in this direction. And the incubation period takes about 60 to 70 days. So let's just say the average is 65 or so. And yeah, you can get more information. You can make also a donation to the Tortuga Aruba by going to their website, and I'll put the link in the video. And we did notice, we came here last night to check out some of the nests, and we were...
It's a nest in a nest.
Yeah, we don't know what happened here, but there was already a nest, and we see tracks of a large turtle that possibly also laid a nest on this side. So this is also part of the beach, yes. And yeah, I mean, what is your experience also? I mean, talk about just that night that we
Yeah,
saw
the turtle.
the turtle. We'll put the images, as I said.
Well, when we were there, there was also a guy from the Tortuga Foundation. He was talking with us about the turtle, what was happening, um, and so that evening I learned that the turtle what we were watching, that was an he already was here on the beach. So this turtle, all the nests we see here in Arashi is from that turtle, and I didn't know that. So on this moment there are only 3 turtles laying their nest here. Um, Maybe they come of 4, but last year there were 4 turtles, and this year there are 3. And yeah, I didn't know that all these nests are from one turtle.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either, to be honest, and I certainly did not realize that there were so few
Yeah.
that were laying the nest. Do notice some black spots here on the beach, and who knows what it is exactly. We did have some issues with a few months ago with the oil spill problem in was it Tobago, and some spots did apparently end up here on the beaches, in our beaches. And I'm not saying that it's related, maybe it's just something else, because we do notice some many rocks here. It is a bit rocky in the water at some spots here at Arashi. So it's less sand, more rocks, but it's a very nice beach. There is a restaurant and let's say a bar and restaurant. Let's take a brief look at this nest. And there are palapas, but I do believe these are being rented, so if you do sit on one of these, then be aware that you'll probably have to pay. And, yeah, it seems like a dog or something walked on this one. So the idea is to stay behind the barricade. And as we see the bar and restaurant, there's also a water sports, limited but available water sports back there at the orange hut. There's also enough parking. Parking is free. That's something I often get that question. If the parking is free at the beach is free, the parking is free. And what they don't tell us, and that's something that we would have to keep in mind ourselves, is when there might be a hatching. So there's no sign, so you just have to happen to be there, kind of. And even for us, as much as we try it, and we have seen that last year, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that's really special too. To see laying the egg is special, but also to when they're hatching, all the little ones who are, how do you see it? Crawling?
Yeah, crawling to the water.
Yeah.
And yeah, all of these turtles are endangered in one way or another, of course. And yeah, they also were saying that they return to their natal beach, and they have put some trackers on them in the past, on a few of them, and they'll swim up to I don't know, Boston and even higher, like almost reaching Iceland at times.
Yeah.
I don't know how that is possible, but yeah. So in case you are staying, and worth saying also is that you can find turtle nest and turtle yeah, hatching and etc. At the Eagle Beach, especially here on Arashi. You can find even on the north coast on some rare occasion. Wow, the water looks good.
Yeah.
And one of the things that to keep in mind if you do happen to see this, please no lights. That is very important. That's something that the foundation certainly stresses about. Not even with your phone, not certainly no flash.
No.
And remember that even your phone has a backlight, so you will be shining on yourself, and they'll disorient the turtles. You know, yeah. And sometimes they'll just leave because of people and noise.
Yeah.
We saw a large bus the other day that was making a lot of noise, so that's not good. Obviously, don't drive on the beaches or on the dunes. If, for example, you are here on the beach, try to not leave anything on the beach. I see sometimes we see some blocks or rocks where people will put their clothes and things like that. Try to not do that. And if you do, then put them aside, put them together. That could be an obstacle for a turtle, especially during the turtle season. I mean, keep in mind, let's say from anywhere from March to November almost.
Yeah.
So almost the whole season. And yeah, watch them from a distance also. And for me personally, it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
And
So maybe we can tell that the turtle who we saw that he don't lay his eggs because the man of the foundation, he was telling us why he was keep on
digging.
digging
Yeah.
and turning and digging, and it was it took so long time, and we could see he was very tired. And then he told us that the turtle is with his back flippers.
Yeah.
He knows that he's deep enough to lay his eggs, and in this case he couldn't go deeper, so he couldn't stretch his back flippers.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he goes away.
Yeah.
And for us it was good because we could look at him for a long time.
Yeah.
But he goes
Yeah,
back to the ocean.
it was frustrating to see it turning and just giving up one position and
Yeah.
turning around and trying it again.
Yeah.
And well, from what I kind of see is that when they did some renovations to the Arashi Beach, some improvements,
Yeah.
they filled it up just a little bit with some sand, but that sand needs to be about 1 meter or
Yeah.
about 3 feet
Yeah.
deep. And where it tried to lay its eggs, it wasn't deep enough.
No.
It was probably a feet and a half, maybe
Yeah.
like 50 centimeters.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's the reason. And at some point it just went back in the water.
Yeah.
But that took a while. That took over an hour, I think, easily.
We were there sitting
And,
under the palapa for a long time.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful. Maybe you can see it in the video. You
yeah,
made,
we'll try
that he
to put.
was-
We know it's a very dark video, but
Yeah.
we want to just show you to give you an example of what it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you'll have the imagination, but experiencing it in person is always better, including just the water.
Yeah.
We hope that this video has been interesting for you. Certainly interesting to talk about the turtles for us. It's definitely one of our favorite animals on Aruba,
Yeah.
apart from your pelicans, of course.
No,
But-
but they are really special, and the story around it is special.
It's very special. It's crazy how they can go so far
Yes.
and know exactly how to come back to that same specific beach. That's still, I mean, as
Everything
much
is-
as they try to explain it to me, I said, yeah, but it's still very special. You compared it with like the birds in Europe and,
Yeah.
and in the States they have that too, that they'll migrate to the south
Yes.
in the winter and come back. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful story. For me, I think this time nothing further to
No.
add. I thank you for watching. I
Yes.
don't know if you have maybe
No,
something.
I hope they all enjoyed the video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Wish you a beautiful new day.
All right. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and share it if you find it interesting. Share it with your friends and family. And see you next time.
Next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Marlene's pelicans on cue.
Special for me. He's gonna go whoop.
Boom. Fishing at its best.